Greetings, Boogie fans! Michael here, and something that the Pokemon games have excelled at ever since the beginning is their music. The tracks are so unique and well composed that it's no surprise so many of them have become so famous and well loved by the community. Something that many Pokemon YouTubers have done over the years is make videos ranking their top 10 favorite Pokemon music tracks. And I figured it was time for me to do that. That's what this video will be, my top 10 favorite music tracks from the Pokemon games, but I'm limiting it to just battle music. I decided to split my music ranking between battle tracks and route/location/other tracks because they're two very different kinds of song. They have two very different purposes and the emotions they're trying to evoke. I was inspired to do this by the Guardian, who did the same with his music ranking videos a few years back, so shout out to him for the idea. So my video today will be just battle tracks, and if it does well, let's say it gets to 50,000 likes, then I'll make part 2 with the route location tracks sometime down the road. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell, you know the drill, and also make sure to pick up a Champion Time shirt on very high quality Champion merch that I unlocked on Teespring as soon as possible because, oh my god, it's limited time, it's going away in like 2 days, so pick that up ASAP, link in the description below. But now that I finished that very fast promotion, let's dive in to my top 10 favorite Pokemon battle tracks, starting with some honorable mentions. When planning this video, I was unsure whether or not I should include music tracks from spin-off games, specifically Colosseum and XD. So I decided to run a poll on Twitter to let you guys decide, and while including the spin-off tracks did win, it didn't win by a large enough margin for me to feel convinced that I didn't need to try and appease both sides. Thankfully, Mimic Me suggested a compromise where the top 10 ranking is just from the main series, but I do an honorable mention section of spin-off tracks at the beginning. So that is what I will do now. The first honorable mention battle music from a spin-off game is Miror B's battle music from Pokemon Colosseum, also known as Miror B's Retro Groove. If you have watched any of my videos in the past year, you have heard this song because it's my video background music. In fact, you're hearing it right now. I love this song not because it makes sense as a battle song. In fact, it really doesn't. If you just heard this on its own, it wouldn't sound like it was from a Pokemon battle. I love it because it's just so fun and upbeat. It makes me want to dance every time I hear it. It perfectly fits Miror B's dancing theme. It's just so fun to listen to, and that's why it's the background music for my videos. It creates the emotions in me of fun that I want you guys to feel. The next spin-off honorable mention theme is, surprise, Miror B's battle music from Pokemon XD. This theme is more intense than the original one, but it still has a fantastic mix of intensity and also dancing, upbeat fun. I loved this song so much as a kid that I would enter a battle with Miror B in XD on my old GameCube, and I'd just sit there and dance and listen to it until I got tired of it. The next honorable mention theme is the Friendly Battle theme from Pokemon Colosseum. This is the music that plays during the very first battle in the game, and I also think in the first few areas of Mount Battle. I love this theme because it fits its name. It's got an extremely upbeat feel while still feeling like a battle theme thanks to the fast tempo and hard riffs. Is riff the correct term? Probably not. I am not a musically knowledgeable person, but I'm just talking about the fast, fun electric guitar, you know? That combined with the strong chords really gives you a feel of simultaneously something fun and upbeat like a pop song mixed with epic battle music. It's a great song overall, but I think the strongest point is the build-up followed by the guitar solo. And the final honorable mention song is the Cipher Peon battle from Pokemon Colosseum. I don't have as much to say about this one. I just think the guitar in this song is really fun and really impressive. But that wraps up my spin-off game honorable mention section, so now onto the main series exclusive top 10. Starting with number 10, Gladion's battle theme from the Alola games. I love this theme because it's a stark contrast to Gladion's personality. At least toward the beginning of the story, Gladion is a distant, brooding, and generally emo guy. One might expect that his battle theme would be something reminiscent of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. But then you start the battle and the music sounds like something you'd hear on a lighthearted buddy cop TV series in a tropical setting like Miami Vice or Hawaii Five-0, but mixed with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I picture just this wacky chase scene down a beach. It's simply a fun theme, and I really love how it's representative of Gladion being a good guy underneath his kind of cranky exterior. Next is number 9, Champion Iris's theme from Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. The first thing I love about this track is how it sounds like the battlefield. The battlefield is designed to look like you and she are battling while traveling through space, which, side note, is absolutely the coolest battle arena prior to the switch to 3D, and the sounds interlaced throughout the theme, especially at the beginning, sound like stars. The twinkles are almost the same sounds you hear when Meteor Mash is used. The battle looks like you're in space, but it sounds like it too. I must admit that I think the opening is the strongest part of this track, but the rest of it is really good too. It mixes the light, airy sounds of the star twinkles with the more deep, intense guitar riffs and drum hits that remind you that while this looks pretty and is fun, you're still having the most intense battle of your life. I would say that Iris's champion battle music is the best champion theme in the entire main series, other than one, which I'll get to later. Next is number 8, Ultra Necrozma's music from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. The best part of this track is the opening. It perfectly captures the feel of onsetting dread as the incredibly powerful monster you must now take on grows and stands in front of you. To me, the sounds at the very beginning sound like you're in some sort of medieval castle, like instead of Ultra Necrozma, you're about to fight Dracula. But then the star twinkle sounds similar to the ones from Iris's theme come in, and they remind you that you're actually in an alternate dimension / outer space, which is perfect considering the circumstances. The rest of the track is strong as well. It's mostly techno sounds, but mixed with what sounds kind of like a church organ, which is kind of an unsettling mix, which is perfect for the otherworldly feel they're going for. Like I said, I think the opening is the best part, but the rest of the song is still quite solid. There is only one legendary Pokemon battle theme that I think is better than Ultra Necrozma's, and that is number 7. Xerneas and Yveltal's battle theme from Pokemon X and Y. And yes, I did pronounce Yveltal correctly, thank you for noticing. The beginning of this theme accomplishes the same thing that the beginning of Ultra Necrozma's theme accomplishes, I just think a bit better. It gives you an incredible feeling of both awe and dread as this incredibly powerful legendary creature appears before you, ready to fight. The music then relaxes for a bit, giving a calmer feel, giving you a chance for the gravity of your situation to really set in, but then the opening melody comes roaring back with more backup tracks so it feels more solid. and then it continues into more of a melody that feels just as epic. And it keeps switching between the calmer parts and the more intense parts. And I think that's great because the calmer parts make the intense parts feel all the more intense. I consistently got chills when listening to this song while working on this video, and I was actually listening to this song and all the other ones and lots of other music using my Raycon earbuds, the sponsor of this video. Raycon makes super high quality wireless earbuds that sound just as amazing as other top audio brands and premium wireless earbuds that you know, but they start at about half the price. Celebrities like Snoop Dogg, and of course me too, are obsessed with them because they of course sound great, but also because they're comfortable while remaining stylish and discreet. They're great for listening to music or podcasts while you're working from home or working out or just doing things around the house without driving your family or your roommates crazy. I personally have been using mine to listen to my audiobooks while I'm doing chores around the house. One, because the sound quality is great, much better than my phone's crappy speaker, but also because not having wires is great. I can't really do dishes with wires hanging around, they'd get wet, so it makes my activities practical. The ones that I have are their everyday E25 model. This is their best model yet because they have 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design that gives you a nice noise isolating fit. Mine are the more discreet black color, but they also come in other fun colors, like blue. So go pick up some Raycon earbuds of your own by heading to buyraycon.com/MandJTV and you will get 15% off. Thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring. But now let's move on to the next track, one that deserves the positive meme status that it's gotten. That being number 6, the Hoenn Gym Battle theme. The start to this song gives me chills most times I hear it. It really does perfectly communicate the feeling of starting an epic battle in a giant stadium packed to the brim with adoring fans. The rest of the song is pretty solid as well, but the beginning is just so freaking good that it got into my top 10 on the beginning alone. Next is number 5, the Hoenn Battle theme from the Alola games. This theme is super interesting to me because at the start, it sounds really ominous. It sounds like you're about to fight like the leader of an evil team or maybe a legendary boss and kind of fills you with a sense of concern. But then out of nowhere, it shifts to this really happy and upbeat tune. I absolutely love this contrast. To me, it implies that a Hoenn battle is at first very scary and intimidating, but as it progresses, you realize that your opponent is simply another good person and great trainer who loves Pokemon just like you do, and you're engaging in an intense battle that at its core is meant to be fun. Alright, I'm finally revealing what I think is the best champion battle theme in all of main series Pokemon. That being number 4, the champion rival battle theme from Fire Red and Leaf Green. First, I want to say that the original version of this theme is excellent. The rapid jumps from high to low notes that still somehow remain cohesive do an excellent job of giving the player a feeling of shock or even disorientation at the realization that your final battle is against the rival who's been pestering you your entire journey. But the Fire Red and Leaf Green remix of this song dramatically improves it, in my opinion, because it adds all these instruments. It adds piano, guitar, drums, horns, and having all these different instruments mixed together really adds to the disorientation of the original, which is why I like it. As the song progresses, it keeps up the really fast notes that remind you of the rival surprise, but it adds several more traditional chords too that are indicative of the gravity behind this fight. The song is simultaneously fast and slow, which I think is extremely impressive. The song got another remix in Black 2 and White 2, but it's not as good. It kind of removes a lot of the variance in the notes and instruments, and it removes that beautifully chaotic feel of the Fire Red and Leaf Green version. The Gen 3 version, to me, is definitively the best version of this song. Next is number 3, the Frontier Brain Battle theme from Pokemon Emerald. An elusive theme for only the most skilled trainers to even get to, this theme lives up to the epic nature of a battle with a Frontier Brain. The repeated high notes in succession make me think of back-to-back strikes from your Pokemon onto theirs, and the deeper notes give me the image of a Frontier Brain getting the upper hand. It perfectly communicates an epic, back-and-forth battle scene. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had a remix for this theme when you fight the Battle Chatelaines in the Battle Chateau, but it's not as good. The melody is still there, but the sounds aren't as distinct. Plus, hearing it makes me think of how they didn't do a Battle Frontier and just put the stupid Battle Chateau again, and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Next is number 2, the Unova Gym Leader's last Pokemon theme from the Unova games. Only 2 gym battle themes change when the gym leader sends out their final Pokemon. One of them is in Sword and Shield, but the change is just from the first song to the first song with people cheering at the same time. The Unova theme change when they send out their last Pokemon is a dramatic difference, and it's a fantastic one. The regular Unova Gym Leader theme is quite good, but the final Pokemon theme is a remix of Pokemon's title screen theme, what I believe to be one of the best songs in the entire franchise. It takes that fantastic song and modifies it for a battle setting, and it sounds wonderful. It perfectly encapsulates how close you are to being finally triumphant over the gym leader. It's a song that I feel like could play during a TV show when the protagonist finally pulls off a stunning come-from-behind victory. It is flat out epic. And finally, what I believe to be the best Pokemon battle theme and probably the best Pokemon music track in all of the main series is number 1, the Hoenn Gym Leader Battle from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I won't lie, nostalgia probably plays a pretty substantial role in this, but to this day, this theme is flat out fantastic. The horns sound like fanfare for both you and the gym leader as your Pokemon clash, and every time I hear this song, I feel like I'm in for a fun but still high stakes fight. But the best part of this track is the part where it gets low and slower, but then it builds to some triumphant high notes. This gives me the image of the gym leader getting the upper hand and you being up against the ropes, but through the sheer power of will and the bond with your Pokemon, you're able to fight right back. That segment is my favorite song segment in any Pokemon song ever. It is unrivaled in how epic it is. This track has received 2 official remixes over the years, one of which was an Oris, and to be honest, it sucks. The build-up portion was, to be frank, neuter. That sounds way less intense. The buildup is barely there, and I really hate what they did to it in Oris. But its second remix is actually in a spin-off game. The track shows up in Pokemon XD, but it's renamed to Battle Mode 1. And holy crap, it is incredible. The build-up section had stuff added to it that gives me chills every time. Those rapid notes on the end there are incredible, and they add so much to the feeling of coming back against the gym leader and getting in several big hits that I feel like would be synced with the notes. This XD remix of the Hoenn Gym Battle theme just took an already amazing song and made it even better. The Hoenn Gym Battle theme in Gen 3 or in XD is the best Pokemon battle music out there, in my opinion. And now that wraps up my top 10 favorite Pokemon battle themes from the main series. I will do a top 10 routes or location themes if this video does well. Remember, gotta hit 50,000 likes. Thanks so much for watching, and an extra special thanks to my patrons over on Patreon who are helping support me during a time for, to be honest, bad YouTube ad rates. If you want to help support me in the same way, the link's in the description below, as is the link to the Champion Time shirt, which is going away extremely soon. If you don't get it now, it is gone forever. All right, that's all I have for now. So till next time, Poké fans, gotta catch them all.